Those who have followed BJP over the years know that they always held pan-India ambitions. Right from the start, it was never about winning one state or the other. People who didn't grasp this strategy always pondered why BJP used all its might in Lok Sabha elections but was not so eager in state elections. Though later they did focus on that and came to power in numerous states, including Bihar and UP. The Bajpayee government fulfilled national ambitions as well. The major problem of the party faced from not being in power in majority of states is that the implementation of welfare policies was often halted. Many times, opposition parties delayed or even rejected a central order just because it was too good and would end up giving the BJP political advantage. While PM Modi and BJP have been seen vouching for cooperative federalism, opposition leaders have been passive-aggressive at the BJP. In the background, they refuse to cooperate with the centre, while in public, they accuse the BJP of concentrating too much power at the centre level. The only solution that leaders can foresee is BJP's nationwide presence in order to lead the country towards growth. Namaste and welcome to TFI English, the national socio-political analysis arm of the TFI Media Group. I'm your host Piyush, and if you're watching us on Facebook, give our page a like, and if you're watching us on YouTube, like the video and subscribe to the channel. Coming back to the story, in this video, I'm here to tell you why BJP is going to get heavy return in Telangana Assembly Elections 2023. If you look closely at the map of India, you will notice that only big geographical block where the BJP is facing stiff opposition is South India. Nonetheless, the Nationalist Party has not given up. It repeatedly raises important issues concerning Kerala's painful communist regime. It's a gusty act to raise the issue of political killings in a communist regime. Similarly, in Tamil Nadu, they are creating a strong support group. K. Annamalai is a fiery former IPS officer that leads the BJP's Tamil Nadu chapter. He is well aware of the system, which includes politicians, the media, and other influential groups. The way he handles them is a treat to watch, which is one of the reasons why Annamalai is so popular. In Karnataka, BJP is already in power. In fact, the party is so confident of Karnataka that it is sending local leaders to the Parliamentary Board Committee. However, except Karnataka, BJP is not in power in any southern state. The main problem has been that they did not strategize in accordance to the people's needs. In many instances, they copy-pasted the strategies that they had adopted in North India. Even that was not done to full extent and therefore failed. One of the big problems with BJP strategy in South India has been that the party never had a single power center from where it could control things. For instance, to control UP and Bihar, BJP knew that it needed to control Lucknow. By controlling Lucknow, BJP could gain upper hand in total of 120 Lok Sabha seats and 646 assembly constituencies. Apparently, South India has more than 120 Lok Sabha seats, and if somehow headquarter-like institution is created in the region, BJP could gain many more seats than it has been able to get till now. Luckily, they do not have to hunt for it. In fact, it seems as if they have located it already. The city is Hyderabad, the capital of Telangana. BJP is carefully making its inroads in the city and Telangana and thereby the entire South India. Hyderabad, which FYI might be called Bhagyanagar anytime soon, is not just a capital city of South Indian state. At the current juncture of time, it won't be wrong to call it a cultural hub of South India. Though in terms of economy and other developmental prospects, both Bengaluru and Hyderabad are easily comparable. The city is mainly known for its soft power. The city houses not just politicians but film stars, cricketers, and renowned badminton players. The famous celebrities resided in Hyderabad includes Mahesh Babu, Vijay Deverakonda, Allu Arjun, Nagarjun, Junior NTR, cricketers like VVS Lakshman, Hanuma Vihari, women cricketer stalwart Mithali Raj, badminton stars like PV Sindhu, Sania Nehwal, among others. The rules of voting are simple. If you capture a celebrity's heart, their fan base will develop a soft corner for you. BJP is doing the same. The last few BJP leaders meeting with South Indian celebrities have grabbed headlines. Moreover, it is not that local leaders are taking the lead. It is BJP's top brass who are taking the charge. Amit Shah met junior NTR, fueling the fire around rumors of him joining politics. Similarly, JP Nadda met actor Nitin and cricketer Mithali Raj in August. The talks of filmmakers enlightening people about the mayhem created by Razakar's overseas ancestors are also going around. If the project is finalized, V. Vijendra Prasad, a Rajya Sabha member and father of S.S. Rajamouli, will be implementing it. For this reason, cancelling of a promotional event of Bollywood movie Brahmastra in the city is being seen from a political angle. However, it would be factually and demonstrably wrong to say that BJP is using shortcuts to make inroad. Even the hardest critics know that BJP, unlike any other, do not rely on such tricks. Moreover, in the past, the Saffron Party has already been subjected to suit-boot jibe, which is another reason why it would not want a high-profile image for the top brass of the party in the state. These are the reasons why its on-ground reach in the state is commendable. BJP has deployed both local support base as well as national leaders to galvanize people's support. For national leaders who are meeting Tollywood stars are also having one-to-one conversation with masses through public rallies and other events. PM Modi himself is one of them. In the beginning of July, PM Modi addressed a public meeting in Hyderabad. In the meeting, he explicitly told people that BJP is committed towards the development of Telangana. He also appreciated the work ethics of the people of the state. PM Modi especially appealed to the women voters by mentioning how BJP governments have empowered women wherever they are in power. In the meeting, PM Modi stressed about the need for unanimity between central and state governments. Citing centre's collaboration with the state in which the party is at the helm of affairs, he asked the people to repeat their support, as they did in Greater Hyderabad elections. The mantra of double-engine growth also grabbed headlines. In the meeting, high dignitaries like Home Minister Amit Shah, Defence Minister Rajnath Singh were also present. 51 days later, Home Minister Amit Shah kicked off BJP's campaign in Hyderabad. From the podium, he announced the uprooting of KCR government from the state. He attacked KCR's minority catering politics by praising people that due to possible loss of Muslim vote banks, KCR was not celebrating Telangana Liberation Day. Few days after Shah's speech, BJP's national president JP Nadda also visited Telangana to address the rally. But it is not only about public speeches. People go to attend them and then forget about them. To change sentiments into votes, retention is the key. This is done through massive roadshows and rallies that are in fact methods to highlight how serious the party is about winning people's support. Even here, the BJP is leaving no stone unturned. With the help of the internet and other means of communication, the party is reaching to the last mile of the state. 2 days before PM Modi's address at a public meeting, JP Nadda had kicked off the groundwork by holding a massive roadshow in Hyderabad. The loyal party cadre is also holding motorcycle rallies in different parts with the slogan Pale Gosa BJP Bharosa. Other than holding briefs for the BJP's mission, these rallies highlight what KCR is doing wrong and BJP could rectify by coming to power. Another yatra named Praja Sangram Yatra, being held in multiple phases, is also a step in this particular direction. Campaigning on the road helps BJP stay in touch with the needs of the people. That's how they understood issues like inflation, increasing prospects of industries are not going to work. Telangana is in fact a rich state and ranks third when it comes to per capita income. But downside of modern day prosperity is that people long for their cultural roots. This is where BJP's cultural attachment is coming in handy. In spite of the state having an 85% Hindu majority, issues around protection of their religion have taken a backseat. Well, KCR and others, including TDP's Chandrababu Naidu, can be forgiven for following a nationwide trend. Still, the problem needs a solution. BJP is telling Hyderabadis and by extension the Telanganites that it will revive the fortunes of Hindus in the state. Whenever BJP or RSS organizes any of their functions in the city, they used the word Bhagyanagar instead of Hyderabad. Even PM Modi used the same name in July. It is a clear-cut message to Owaisi's party and KCR that BJP will adopt its tried and tested strategy in Telangana as well. They need to fear, since the BJP has a proven record of winning elections by galvanizing people under the umbrella of Hindu identity, an identity which was broken into factions to gain votes. BJP leaders visiting Bhagya Lakshmi Mandir and more specifically PM Modi unveiling the Statue of Equality are in fact bigger manifestations of BJP's intentions. Not only religion, the BJP is also targeting the aloofness which the South Indian population has felt during the last 7 decades. They are doing it through a top-down approach, which means they are eliminating the sentiment of being neglected by the local leaders. Hyderabad, or should I say Bhagyanagar, is slowly becoming a new war zone for the BJP. In 3 months, 2 national consecutive meetings of the party have already taken place in the city. Sending local party leader Dr. K. Lakshman to Rajya Sabha was another step in this direction. The loyal party cadre is ensuring that the message is getting passed on to the masses as well. BJP has set the target to get 10 seats out of 17 in Lok Sabha and 70 seats out of 119 in assembly elections. How much are they? Well, for context, the party has 4 MPs from the state and only 1 MLA in the state assembly. The lone MLA became victorious in the 2018 assembly elections. At the time, it looked as if BJP will be eliminated from the state altogether. However, the 2019 Lok Sabha election and Modi wave gave a huge boost to the party cadre. Increased number of MPs in Lok Sabha elections has also prompted the otherwise rival leaders to look towards BJP for support. Chandrababu Naidu, who quit NDA in 2018, is now feeling out of sync with the vote bank politics. Naidu's TDP recently supported BJP's presidential candidate Draupadi Murmu. Additionally, reports of BJP leaders keen on taking Naidu on board have also been making rounds. Naidu enjoys massive popularity in Hyderabad, and his revival in Telangana could increase his chances of coming back to power in Andhra Pradesh as well. Last but not the least, KCR, Telangana's perennial chief minister, is himself digging his own political grave. While freebie politics is constantly getting unpopular, the man has axed his leg by supporting it. Once he had also talked about changing the constitution. Moreover, KCR holds national ambition. He said that soon he will launch a national party. Apparently, it is an attempt to revive a failed experiment called Mahagathbandhan with Nitish Kumar and others who have lost their political ground after 2014. Victory is easy for BJP given that they do not get complacent. KCR has national ambitions, which means that a void is likely to be created. BJP needs to fill it, which is incidentally a focal point of their prospects in South India. It is only BJP's game to lose. Only they can torpedo themselves.